Okay, just to double check, I'm live, right?
You are live.
Alright, hello everyone. Hi, I'm Podz. I'm gonna be showing Super Mario Galaxy Any Percent Luigi today. Good morning. This is actually the 3D All-Stars version of the game, because, and yeah, I'm ready to start whenever you are. If you want to do a countdown, or should I?
Sure, how much of a countdown would you like?
Countdown
Countdown from 5?
We'll just go for a countdown from 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Alright, so just to start off, this game, well, start off, now we have probably the most ironically painful part of the run, being, the bunnies. Where you basically just have to go and try and get 3 bunnies before, well, try and get 3 bunnies, like, with the use of star bits. Which is very ironically one of the most annoying parts of the run, and one of the most reset heavy. So, yeah. Oh my god. First one's in the cradle. I mainly use a star bit just to, like, hit the bunny a certain direction. Same with this one. This bunny is probably one of the second one, in my opinion, is probably one of the most annoying. And then third is change camera and oh god. There we go. Oh, sorry.
I'm so excited that this is Luigi, actually. I'm like really excited. I love Luigi.
Luigi is definitely the better character out of the both. I'm really glad I can get to run it. Mainly, I guess I might as well just explain like what the main differences are between Mario and Luigi, for those who don't know. So basically, Luigi has like a, you get to skip a 5-minute cutscene right at the start of the run, where you get like, where Bowser kidnaps Peach. It's very traditional Mario lore. There's nothing really that you need to know about that. Luigi moves faster, has way less traction, and okay. Way less traction, and is a, just way better character to control. So now we have, to collect star chips, right here, within this, well, within this planet. There are 5 of them. This is usually, oh god. Gateway, I guess I might as well just also mention this. Gateway is actually, like, the main tutorial level of this game. Which, can be, like, it can be an annoying level because of, like, how many small things that can go and just ruin your, ruin, like, most of the run's mood. Mainly just, like, some small movement mistakes, but overall, it's an interesting level. Just gonna knock the Goomba into the top statue right, the top pillar right here, and we're just going to, talk to the Zuma. And now we're going into a very interesting skip right here, and yep, got it first try. There is a 4-frame input, oh, there's a 4-frame window, of being able to jump right at the start of that. And, well, if you hit that 4-frame window, you can just make it on the well, just make it on the well, you can skip that Luna text box, which saves like 15 seconds. And yeah, that's the end of the first level, Gateway. Also, just to explain this as well, I will be running this game on, well, I'm running this game on the Mario 3D All-Stars version, mainly because, ironically, it's faster than running on Wii, because, mainly due to faster load times and the chance of running in Korean. Now, if you normally see a run of this game is usually ran in Japanese in the Wii U, through the use of digital download. But, it was actually, like, found out day one on 3D All-Stars' release that, hey, this game is actually faster on Switch, mainly due to faster loads and much faster text. Being like, I think like text saves another 20 seconds over Japanese, and it loads save like, what, 0.6 over, it's like 0.6 faster over Japanese over every load from what I think. I'm not too sure though. Someone can probably confirm if anyone is around. So yeah, now what like the whole main thing of this game is, I'm gonna be collecting 60 stars around like around these like 5 domes right here that are put in place, and the entire reason of that is just so we can get enough star power, well, enough fuel so that we can just get to Bowser and Safe Beach. But yeah, now we go. Oh, now we can go over to Good Egg, which Good Egg is, well, kind of again a very simple tutorial level with not really that much that needs to be explained. Other than that, all I can just mention right here is I will be collecting starbits more throughout the level, over on like certain levels where I'm going to be collecting them in like big clumps of, say, preferably 30 to 50. Mainly just because of starbit text boxes. I will go into detail a bit later about how they work, and that. Missed the starship here. That's gonna mess up these cycles. Also, there are a bunch of really cool gravity skips that you can see me do right here. That may be, to like a someone who has not played this game, may just look like casual movement. But nope, it is not actually, well, you're actually skipping way more just by doing these rather simple-ish kind of things that normally seem like what you normally would do in a run. Well, in like a casual playthrough. Now we got our first boss fight, Dino Piranha. Just hit the tail 3 times. There's nothing much that really needs to be explained here. Good Egg is basically just the rather simple tutorial galaxy that everyone is just wants to get out of the way. Before we delve into the fun times of the restaurant. So, now we're at Good Egg 2. There's a very, there's a very cool thing we can do with, we're just going to get like a very quick tutorial on how to shoot starbits with Polari, the Luma right over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw 5 starbits and then grab the 7 that are on top. Mainly so you can get like a bit of, you can get 2 extra starbits, every little helps, as they all say. And yeah. That is basically the main mechanic of how Good Egg works in, well, how Good Egg actually works. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to try to collect at least 100 starbits that are around the place. Going to a very cool skip here, mainly using the Luma over here just to do a homing compound. You can skip talking to another Luma and getting like, you know, collecting like 3 pull cells. And what I'm basically going to be doing is I'm basically just going to be collecting 100 starbits for this hungry Luma right here.
Would this be a good time for a donation?
Would be a good time for one.
Alright, Roboto sent in $25 and said, I'm too sleepy to hang out with the Night Owls tonight, but I am sending good luck vibes to the runners and crew. Thank you, Roboto.
Thank you. Good luck.
That donation actually put us over the top for Karate Kid, the Karate Kid goal, so the runner will be singing You're the Best Around.
Nice.
That run is coming up about 6 hours from now, so depending on your time zone, hope y'all can make it.
Alright, so now we're going into like the final planet of this star. It's like a peanut planet. There's a very weird, janky skip I can do there, where you can basically just wall jump on that one side, that one platform. But we're just not gonna get that. We're just gonna move on with our day. So now we have Honey Hive 1, which is probably the level I am the most scared about in the early game, because I've not really had too much experience with these controls. So Honey Hive 1, as you can see from like the galaxy shape in here, there's a skip where there's a skip called Tree Skip where you can actually make it from the top tree to the other tree in the left. And this is probably like something I would like to, well, this is probably serious time, so I probably will be focusing with it. This trick is actually kind of hard to explain, so I'll leave the explaining until after this. First try? Nice.
Oh, very nice.
that trick is actually a very huge reset point. Mainly because if you fall down the tree, you lose like 30-40 seconds. And at that point, if you do that, you may as well just take the long way around, which most like runners don't realize that's a thing. Most many different newer runners that I've seen play this game often look at tree skip and say like, "Oh my god, I could actually do that."
Look.
And then they just completely forget, hey, you can actually take the casual way. It's a lot safer and a lot less annoying. So now we have Honey Hive 2, which we're gonna do something very similar to Honey Hive 1 with how like tree skip works. So I guess to also mention how like you saw me being able to like climb up slopes there for a little bit. You can do that just by simply spinning. It's like if you constantly shake the Wii Remote or Joy-Con, depending on what you play on, or Pro-Con if you're interested into that, you can just climb up there a lot faster. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. This tree is really bad with its collision. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to climb up this tower. Very similar in concept to how Sunshine is with climbing up the windmill. Well, the Bianco Hills windmill. And yeah, that's the end of that. We have, that was a very easy boss, Stinkbug Parent, that you can just home and ground pound twice, well, ground pound twice, and that's it.
That boss was so cute, though.
Sure is. Alright, so now we have Honey Hive 3, which is... No, Honey Hive 3 is actually a lot easier than the other two, because Honey Hive 1 and 2 is known to be like a really bad run killers. So now I'm going to be doing a trick in Honey Hive 3 called Beatless, where you will see that in a bit. You may notice I will probably get a B suit for this section alone. It is possible to do the entire level entirely B-less, but no, which was found by Diamentos. But you have to make a long jump from here to here, and like from here to the top of this platform, which is a little bit too hard for a marathon setting or any single run. Yeah, now we have this boss fight right here. Very simple. You can just do a triple jump right here in order to just end the second phase early. You can get some star bits in the process and do a backflip here. And yeah. Not actually that bad.
It looks very clean to me.
The level is actually very weird to like get a grips of how it works, but like it's not really that bad when people learn it, from my experience. Now we got Loop de Loop. It's one of the main motion control based levels in the game. There is a entire you can actually do a skip here where you can skip the need of, well, talking to the talking to the instructor. Mainly if you just, there's like a couple of frame input, you can just jump off and you can just die out of bounds and skip the entire skip this entire like animation, but it's really stupid and you can easily lose time if you don't get it. So I'm not going for it. But yeah, if anyone wants to do a guess of what time I'm going to be getting over here in Loop de Loop, feel free to.
Guesses in the chat.
For reference, I usually can get sometime, but any time between like a high 56 to a low 57. And due to how like digits work, well, how frames work, I think like digits like 2, 9, I don't remember the other two, are just completely not like not available. I know there's like 4 digits that aren't like available, but like the only ones I know of are like 2 and 9. Yeah, now just take this sharp corner. 5761. It's not really that bad. The usual time I get around here is like a low 57, so I'm more than happy with that. That's what you love to see.
Look, that penguin got really buffed since Mario 64.
Sure did.
Penguin's been getting the lifts in the games.
Definitely has. Alright, now we have flip switch. Well, flip switch is actually like a very simple, well, it's like a very simple level. Not much really needs to be explained here. You can just it's basically just a introduction to how flip switches work. Which, even though you have learned about it in Gateway, this is just another level about it. How did I miss that? That's actually kind of bad.
Yeah, you got it. Nice comeback, nice save.
That was just an example of how, like, awkward these hitboxes can be.
I have a question about this game, about playing Luigi. Is Luigi unlocked from the start, or do you have to unlock him?
You have to unlock Luigi. You basically just need to collect 120 stars as Mario and beat the game. It's like just a collectible by 100% in the game in with Mario, basically.
Oh, only 100%.
Yeah. This is, in a way, could be considered a New Game Plus of this game. Also, we got another skip here. I didn't get it. Yeah. That triple jump right here can look way harder than what it is. It's like you can basically do a triple jump from the landing platform to completely skip the entire need of just going over to get a bullet bill and unlock the launch start to go to this boss fight. But yeah, just to explain how that trick works, you basically just Mega Leg, which is this boss right here, has like a very huge gravity box. Because you need to like keep the entire screen showing. Well, you need to keep this this boss entirely with like there's like a huge gravity field around it, so you can just barely reach it from a triple jump from a higher platform. You can also explore the boss if you like. But yeah, that's the end of the boss fight. You just throw 2 bullet bills, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, that's the end of Terrace. That was actually pretty good. We will be back in Terrace in like, well, we'll make another trip in like what, half an hour or something. But for now, we're just gonna be done with the level for like a little bit. Now we can just go straight over the fountain, which is the second dome of the game. As soon as we get some more text from Rosalina. Just got like a alert saying, hey, the fountain is open, you should probably go to it. And yeah, now we can actually do that. So now we have Space Jump 1, which Space Jump 1 is known as one of the most like weirdest run killers. It's a level that many newer runners and some runners like higher level still struggle with today, mainly because of how like bad this skip is that you're gonna see right here. So hopefully this works. Nice. Nope. Alright, I got it. Second try. Just to explain how this skip works, it's mainly dependent on how Luigi is facing during the bubble. If Luigi's facing, like, the opposite, like, back facing the planet, you can make that. Also, that was a skip called Sludgy Hop right here. There's definitely a lot to explain with it, but it's just like, it's basically just a triple jump with like, just so you can skip the entire need of collecting toads here. And yeah, now we have 5 star chip, well, 5 silver stars, so we can spawn the star. And yeah, that's it. That was actually a very fast start. that is actually, that star right there is known to be, like, can go painfully wrong for, many different reasons, and is often, like, was the choking point of, well, it's like the final barrier before you actually, like, say, get a run going. Mainly just because it can be, like, very reset heavy, just so, well, before, like, people, mention. It's definitely known for, like, not being a fun skip for people to perform. It's, like, it's kind of weird. Now we have Space Run 2. You're gonna see me do, I'm gonna try a couple of frame perfect jumps right at the start of the, well, like, every time I land on a new planet. I got one like that. Where you can just, well, it's like a one-frame input where you can just jump as soon as you land on these on the galaxy, well, on like these airships. You can do this in other galaxies as well. You can just get like you can just completely skip Luigi's landing animation. So what I'm gonna do here, another interesting skip here. I'm just gonna bring this Koopa Shell and just bring it over into the fight. With Camella right here. And yeah, you can just shoot it right here. There was something I did with Camella. So normally you would not see Camella just immediately shooting shells, but I actually did something before the run started, where I manipulated Camella's cycle so that she always shoots a shell before the run starts. And yeah, that actually was found very recently, in fact, and it saves 6 seconds. Alright, now we got Rolling Green. Which Rolling Green has well, Rolling Green is like the second motion control minigame, where you can basically use the rolling ball here as like a joystick. But you can basically control the ball as if like your controller is just like a joystick, and you can just, if you move like forward, you move forward in this game, like just like what is shown on the example right here in the bottom right. So what I'm gonna do, a bit of a small skip here, and got it. It's a pretty neat cut. Small thing, but the music speed actually just depends on how fast you're going. It's a very nice touch made by the game devs. And yeah, that's the end of that level. I was gonna try and go into that, like, where the star spawns, at a very weird angle, mainly because if you do that, it basically, well, if you do that, Luigi is basically just, like, turned around a bit, so you can get a bit closer to the star when it spawns. So yeah, now we have Balrog, which is a pretty big auto-scroller. There's nothing much that needs to be said. There's like a very small skip right at the start of the level, where you can just do a very cool triple jump. Just to completely skip the, skip the need of collecting these star chips. There is technically another skip here, where you can, like, completely skip the need of going around doing this auto-scroll. It's like you can triple jump off, and, like, escape this field of gravity, right here. And you can also, like, just go on the walls here, like the lower part of the walls where my pointer is pointing at right here. Just down there. But it is a painful trick that only 4 people have done, and only 1 person has actually done that in a run, being Valu. Huge shoutouts to Valu, by the way, for this game. Like, Valu is honestly one of, like, the, well, strongest people who ever run this game, because he took like a massive hiatus of like playing the game between like 2018 and now, and when he came back he had so many new strats to put on the table, and basically alone shaved like what, a minute or 2 off the world record. Mainly because of how dedicated he was to what he was doing. And yeah, that's the end of Balrog. Valu definitely was like a huge innovator for like the current time we live in right now. Mainly him, Hardcore, and Mr. Cloud Kirby. But it's mainly more CK and Valu nowadays. After Hardcore's taken like a back seat in Galaxy 1 and is now going on to Galaxy 2. So yeah, now we have Balrog 2. Which... not Space Jump. I said Balrog. Balrog 2 is honestly one of my favorite levels when it comes to movement. Mainly, it's actually like one of the most clean, fun levels to do, in my opinion. If you know like what you need to do perfectly. Nice frame perfect jump right there. Just gonna wait for this bomb to go off. Now we have a pretty cool skip coming up. Where what I'm gonna be doing is, as soon as this bomb detonates, I'm gonna spawn this launch star, the slim star. Look up at that launch star, and I can just immediately go into it. Normally you would have to go up a bit higher and collect the coins, but launch stars usually have a bit of a delay, and if you look at it, the delay is going to, well, the delay like clocks down a little bit. It's like a 1 to 2 second delay, basically. Yeah, now we have another example of what I just shown with the camera, where it's like if you're not looking at something in the camera, it doesn't exist. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just point at that crystal, and then I can just shoot right in the middle, and that's the end of that section. everything within this level is purely calculated, where so it's like at a specific cycle. Same thing with this section. Oh god. Same thing with this section right here, where what I'm going to be doing, exact same thing with these cycles. So it's like I can just shoot right in the middle. So now we have Space Junk Comet, which nothing really needs to be said here. It's basically Space Junk 1 with a timer. That is painfully generous. Where you get 4 minutes for Space Junk 1. Pardon me. You can see me do this in a minute, basically. So, if there is anything you want to mention, Sporadic, and if any, feel free to.
Absolutely, yes. I want to talk about a bid war that we have for the run immediately after this one, the Mega Man X7 run. This bid war is still open, and it decides the language in which the game will be played currently. Japanese is in the lead at $16, and English is not lagging too far behind at $5. So if you are wanting to see the game played in another language, when you get your donations in, please consider that bid war. Again, it's for the game immediately after this one.
Please do donate, by the way. It's a very cool cause. Alright, so same thing. This is like literally the exact same level, by the way, with same tricks, same movement. It's a lot more punishing because if you die, if you die in any of these Daredevil comics or speedrun comics, you have to start all over again, which this is probably one of the most punishing ones in my opinion. This and one in up in Garden, but we're not going to Garden today, so yeah, we can just ignore that. So yeah, now we have Battle Rock 3, which is another pretty good level. You can abuse the heck out of the Starbit collecting here. It's actually kind of funny. I haven't really explained this that much as well, but within the Switch version, you may notice I may be collecting way more Starbits than usual, if you know how many Starbits you normally collect in the Wii. It's mainly because the Switch, sometimes the Starbit, the Starbit cursor's a little bit clunky, and you can just collect Starbits through walls sometimes. Yeah, for example, right here. You saw me collect 24 Starbits. In the Wii version, you'll be very lucky to at least get 15. Yeah, this level is kind of pretty simple movement. It's got some really cool strats towards it, but nothing too major. You can also do like a skip here where you can shoot one of these top men with stabs and hit the other one with spinning. I didn't get that. I was a bit too far away with the camera. That was my bad. Now we have Top Man, which is... no, Top Maniac even. Which is probably the easiest fight in the game. And yeah, that's it.
So fast.
The ironic thing is you have to do this twice.
Maybe that's why it's so fast.
That is... You basically can get a free star, like, doing this again. For some unknown reason.
The reason is, why not?
Because, why not? Also, I guess I may as well just explain, like, comets. Some comets have, like, these things where you do, like, you're required to do some certain small things that are, like, between them. So, say, they have, like, these extra rule sets. Say, like, for example, 1 HP, the enemies go a little bit faster, speedruns of certain levels with a spacebar. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah. I've just cursed everyone here now. And all of that. People who have played this game casually, you may have seen like how comets work. And you may say, hey, comets actually work like they can just show up randomly. Which, that is not the case. Well, I mean, it's partially the case, but it's not, like, really the case with speedrunning. So, if, like, no, so we don't know how comet cycles work, but just to briefly explain, comets can just show up when, if you follow, like, a certain route, comets show up, like, along the route. But, like, if you don't follow a route, the comets just show up whenever they feel like it. It can be a huge mouthful to explain, and I don't think I will do so in this run. Mainly because I don't think anyone knows. Like, anyone actually knows how they work. Alright, so now, I'm just gonna... oh no. Oh wait. Anyways. Yeah. That death there was actually intentional, by the way. You can use that death to just completely skip that section. Mainly because of how checkpoint triggers work. Oh! Okay. I didn't expect to die there. That's funny. I wasn't holding straight right though. That was my bad.
That's like a highlight of what it would look like if you're watching me to play this game. Any casual player.
I thought I was not gonna make that for a sec. But, yeah, you can actually skip the rest of climbing up the stairs and cut that early, just by doing a long jump and a spin. And yeah, now we got the first fight of Bowser. Which is not really... the first fight of Bowser is actually not really that hard. There are a few small skips you can do within the Bowser fight, but nothing much that really needs to be said. it's fairly straightforward. The second fight and the third fight are a lot more detailed in tech. But yeah, what I'm doing is I'm trying to hit the tail. Oh my god, how did I... Okay, cool. This game has very weird physics. What I was trying to do, I'm trying to hit the tail on purpose, so that Bowser just completely skips the entire animation. You can also hit, like, the stomach of Bowser, but, like, sometimes that just doesn't really work too well, because you wanna also be on, like, the same platform Bowser's on when he does the, like, the jump and then just the ground pound onto the blue, like, glass platforms.
What the heck just happened to Bowser there?
He just butters off.
Like, first he defies gravity, then you sort of juggle him for a little bit.
Yeah. That's just Bowser. Like, nothing really much needs to be explained with that.
Just everyday Bowser.
Just as you do, you know?
Like you do.
But yeah, now that's the end of Fountain, for the time being, as well. Again, we will be doing trips back towards the terrace, fountain, and kitchen later on within the run, but not now, at least. We will be moving on. But yeah, now Rosalina telling us kitchen's open, you can just go to kitchen, we're going to kitchen. And yeah. So about now, it's very important to just keep a very close eye on star bits. Mainly because you need roughly about 400, roughly by about the end of, like, when you're going out of the kitchen. I'm, like, of course, 50 star bits ahead of what I should be at. Mainly because, oh hey, surprise surprise, star bits here are absolutely broken. You can get way more than what you bargained for. Also, this trick is something that anyone can try at home. Just get on this leaf, and you can skip collecting 5 silver stars. Or, I forget what it was, silver stars or star chip pieces, and yeah, that's the end of this level.
In the game, please do not attempt running up trees at home, in real life.
Yeah, that would be kind of disastrous. But yeah, that is actually a very fast level. It's probably one of the fastest, like, individual levels in the game. I don't know what, if it is, like, fully one of the fastest, but it's, like, one... No, I don't know if it's the fastest, but it's one of. Now we got Beach Ball 2, which Beach Ball 2 has a penguin teacher that you're just gonna do a very quick task of things. Well, you just... So basically, like, this penguin teacher here has this class of these penguins, and even though you're not, like, enrolled in it, you basically have to go and get this gold shell that the penguin has, and bring it back to him. And yeah, he just gives you an A. Well, he just gives you an A. Oh,
I mean, if a penguin that buff tells me what to do, I'm not gonna say no.
Why not? Like, why would you not say no? Well, why
Who
would
knows
you...
what the penguin... What would the penguin do to you?
Why would you say no anyway? Like, that's kind of a missed opportunity. Yeah, that's the, that's actually a very quick star. I just find it funny how the penguin just says, I don't even recognize you. What are you doing here? Aren't you even, like... You're not even part of my class anyway. You just got a gold medal for it. Like, I don't know why, but you just do. That's just a video game for you. Also, yeah, Beach Ball Secret now. It has a very big... it has a very cool skip to it. I'm gonna be trying a faster version of it, but I can't promise I will get it, so hopefully I can. I'm gonna have to be kind of quiet on this, because it's partially related to the audio. I do have to go by audio cues. Mainly, what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be collecting an ice flower, and I'm gonna specifically play the level in a certain speed. Now, that is a missed opportunity of that shell. I'm just gonna go get another one, because... Oops. I don't know why I missed that. But yeah, as soon as I get this ice flower, I'm gonna bring it all the way up to the end of the level. And play it to like a very precise cycle. I can be too fast to it or too slow, so...
To be honest, I've never gotten this far in the game. I've never seen this mechanic before in my life, and it's really exciting.
I don't know how that works. I was a bit too, late. Luckily, there is a backup, though. You can climb on the wall, though. Well, you can climb on, like, the back wall to get it. What I was gonna do is you can make it with, like, a triple jump. And what my plan was to, roughly finish the level by the end of, like, say... It's like you do a triple jump, spin, and... The plan was to finish, like, the ice flower to finish just after I did the first spin, so I can do, like, the second spin. Like, you get another spin because, oh hey, you're not the ice flower, so it's like you can do 2 spins in midair. It's very weird. Alright, now we have Ghostly. Which, signifies the start of probably the hardest and the most annoying section in the run, in my opinion. And in many others. And, I'm not... There is a skip coming up that I will not do, because I'm very inconsistent at it, and doing it with Joy-Cons is painful. Where, so there's like a mansion skip that you're gonna be seeing from me, and then there's a mansion skip. Some people call it other names, being like Boolos, well, no, Boolus, or, Boolean. Because, I'm supposed to be like, play on words Boolean, but like...
Boolean.
I don't know why. But yeah, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna just make my way, just flip through this wall, because there's no collision.
Because why not? The theme of this game.
Yeah.
Because why not?
You can technically skip the need of collecting this boo power. So it's like, if you were wondering what like Boolean is, you can skip like... You basically go into a wall that's like paper thin, you hold left onto it, and then you can just clip right into the room with Luigi. Don't ask why there are 2 Luigis, by the way, it just is.
Luigi's like talking, I was like, and I was just thinking too, I'm like, oh, this is the game where Luigi doesn't hang out in a scary mansion. But no. Not only is Luigi in a mansion, but he finds another Luigi in the mansion, because why not?
Because, yeah, like... Because it's just a thing. So yeah, now we're done with Ghostly for the time being. We can actually talk to Luigi.
Wait, Luigi's back.
And oh yeah, I forgot. Oops, I was supposed to feed this hungry Luma as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna feed this Luma. I was originally meant to feed the Luma before talking to Luigi, but I just forgot about that. I'm rusty at this game. Even though I'm surprised I'm actually doing pretty well. But yeah, now we have Sweet Sweet, which is what Mario 64 runners often, like, think Super Mario Galaxy is about, and yeah, they're partially right. It's just long jumping. This level is basically just long jumping for like 30 seconds. It's very interesting. I did. Oh god.
Oh, nice save.
Nice save. Very surprised I survived. And yeah, that's the end of that.
So you fed a star a bunch of Starbits. I mean, technically it's a Luma, and then it becomes an entire... It becomes a planet. It becomes a...
Basically.
It becomes a Sweets planet.
There are, like, other Hungry Lumas that are around the dome that spawn. I think, like, one has just spawned, now that you think about it. Or now that I think about it. That you have to pay, like, certain Starbit, amounts for. You definitely experience this more when you're playing 120 stars. So it's like, there's a Luma for every single dome in the game. All 7 of them. And you do get to play, like, certain levels with them. Like, certain new galaxies by paying a certain amount of Starbits. Yeah, this is playing on Switch, by the way. The 3D All-Stars version. Alright, so now we have Honey Hive Comet, which probably is... You can actually do a very small skip here with this Cosmic Luigi race. There's like a couple of frame, there's like a couple of frames where I can just do like a early start. But yeah, this is actually what beginners would normally do within Honey Hive 1. You do get to do this in like, if you're like a beginner runner, and if you usually think that tree skip is like the main thing you normally do, nope, you can just do that. And do the entire level after that normally. Alright, so now we got Good Egg. We're gonna go back to Good Egg to get this letter that Luigi's left. This is probably the easiest star in the game, so yeah. Luigi's on top of the house, and that's the end of the star.
I went to check out the incentives for just a second, and I missed the star. Wait, it's double Luigi again.
Yep, double Luigi. But yeah, that's actually the fastest star in the game, being a grand total of 55 seconds. And now, this is actually the hardest section of the run, in my opinion. And easily the most annoying. Starting off with Beach Ball 3. Which, honestly, Beach Ball 3 isn't really that bad, but... heck, it is one of the most, like, it's, like, one of the hardest things to, like, get right when you're running this game, and is probably one of the most annoying, like, parts of the run, in my opinion. So, yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this, shell over here. Yeah, what I'm gonna do right here is just follow this movement. This level, there's like a very large skip you can do. Oh god, how did I not get a? How did I not climb up? That's so weird. I'm nearly dead. I'm dead. Oops. I don't know why my movement was just not responding there fully. That was my bad. No, that was actually kind of confusing, so yeah. Oh well.
Kind of confusing is my entire experience with this game.
Yeah. Also, small skip you can do here. That long jump is a lot harder than it looks. If you miss time, like, any, like... well, if you miss time or just miss position, you're basically just going right into a black hole. And time for Beach Ball Comet now, which is the exact same thing, but faster. It's literally the exact same, the exact same scenario, the exact same movement, on the exact same planet, but faster. Just, there's like very little changes. Also, if you actually have played Galaxy 2, you may actually recognize this level, because this level is taken in Galaxy 2 as well. Like this specific section. And it's even faster. And it makes that, and that skip that you're gonna see right now, this skip, is a lot harder in Galaxy 2 for some reason. Oh god, I'm dead. Yeah, that would that's just evidence of like what I was on about with this skip, because this skip is a lot harder than it looks.
And it already looks really hard. I'll be honest.
There you go. Second try.
Very nice.
Very nice. Now we got Ghostly's Secret, which has the hardest skip of the run for top level runners. No, for some top level runners that aren't like absolutely just unbelievable with their movement, who aren't like right at the top of the leaderboard. So yeah. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing this there's an auto scroller skip within Ghostly, which, to briefly explain how this works, you're gonna see like me just doing this movement out of complete and utter thin air. There's these like very small platforms that still have collision on them, but I'm basically gonna be doing blind movement. like movement off of like thin air, it's actually going to be very hard. And yeah, I'll leave the explaining to after the skip. If I do get it, that is. Nope, not getting it. So now I'm going to do a backup for 1 key, where I'm going to take this auto-scroller and die. I mean, now I can actually try this again. That's a benefit. Nope. Alright, not bad. Yeah, that skip is way harder than, that skip is like really hard. Mainly, you're just gonna be doing movement. Well, like the plan is I was just gonna be doing movement there, like just completely blind. That was actually 1 key, which is a lot easier than keyless. Because if you do in 1 key, you're just gonna do you're gonna be doing like blind movement off 2 platforms. But like if you're doing 1 key, it's basically just blind movement off 1 platform, which is way easier. Now we have Bubble Breeze, which is it's a level, alright. It's a level where like this first half is way harder than what it should be. It's actually supposed to be easy, but when you're going fast, it's not really that trivial as people think of it out to be. There's this really, like, this mine right here is one of the most annoying parts of the run. And then what I'm gonna do, you can just skip that entire section by doing a backflip and then long jumping. That's a skip that anyone can try at home, by the way. If anyone wants to do that, then they can just skip the entirety of that second section. It's not actually that hard. Well, it's not hard at all. It's like it can be like a little bit precise for like someone trying to go for it for the first time, but it's not actually that bad. So now we have Airship Armada, which is a pretty easy start, minus the because you can actually skip a very big portion of it. And that's it. That's how you skip. Just some of the things, I'm telling you this, some of the skips of this run are way easier to perform than people think. Like, if anyone's like looking into picking this game up, some of the skips here are like easily, if you just know that they exist, anyone can do it. Literally anyone can. Now we have this boss fight, well, this Bowser Jr. boss fight. I'm gonna get this Scuba Shell before hitting that. And then that's that Scuba Shell going right into the fire. This level is that section, this boss fight, can get very hectic if you made a slight mistake, so it's very important to try to complete that boss fight very quickly. And yeah, that's the end of That's the end of Kitchen for the time being. 1:14:33. Those are actually pretty good. So now, what I did, I basically just respawn, because of the way I did Good Egg Luigi and talked to Mailtoad there, Mailtoad will now be full again. So it's very important for me just to talk to Mailtoad here. If I don't, I can easily just waste a lot more time just going right back over to the main this planet right here. But yeah, it's very important for me to talk to Toad, so Luigi is spawned in a... the other Luigi is spawned in a... It's another one of those situations. In a much more understandable location than last time, when he was actually stuck on top of a house. We're going back to this route. I forgot I actually was using this. So now, Party Story exists. Very simple section. What is that Goomba doing over there? I have never seen that Goomba over there before.
This has never happened before.
Never happened before. Unless it's completely happened every single time, and I have never seen this in my life. From the long 4 years of me running Super Mario Galaxy.
The Goomba's been trying to get your attention for 4 long years.
Only now it's been noticed. But yeah, that's the end of this level. Just simply getting a bunch of notes and that's it. And now this is the exact same level as before, with Battle Rock 1. So I guess if there's anything that needs to be said, I guess now is definitely a very good time.
I have all kinds of things that I can talk about. I would like to talk about the alt language restreams that we have going on right now. Midfall Speedball is is being restreamed in French and Japanese by our friends over at Baguette Restream and Japanese Restream, respectively. You can find the French restream at twitch.tv/baguette_restream and the Japanese restream at twitch.tv/Japanese_restream. We've worked with both of these groups before, and we're very thankful to have their support once again.
Alright, so this auto-scroller here is the exact same as before. There's actually very little difference until the end of it. So yeah, this is actually kind of boring. It has to be taken. In the, there is technically another route in this game, where you basically are required to use two-player. I haven't really talked about 2P that much, or at all actually, so just to explain how 2P works, it's like there's this thing where you can technically like collect more starbits in certain levels, like say Loop-de-Loop. Loop-de-Loop, you may have noticed, hey, there are all of these starbits that you can collect, and you can technically do this just to completely skip the need of going into certain levels, like, because it's technically faster to do certain levels as in 2P instead of 1P. but you do need to like collect the enough star bits though. So the route I'm like mentioning is only available in 2P instead of 1P.
Oh, it's something unique to when you're playing with Luigi?
Not with Luigi, but with like there's this like second remote thing that you can do.
Oh, I see.
Where it's like you can like basically connect like, well, some players actually play with like 2 remotes like connected to sellotaped right next to each other. And it's like, there's this second Wii remote pointer that shows up. Oh god. Where what you can do with that is you can just... There's this second pointer shows up. The second pointer can do things like, you can get an extra jump out of it. You can play around with some very interesting things with the game. And, yeah. You can basically collect more star bits. You can do a completely different route that does some much faster stars. But, yeah. And it's a lot faster.
You have to literally tape 2 remotes together.
You can just run it, like, without that, but, like... I think many people who run it, like, say, Flygon Man, mainly have, like, Velcro tape. And it looks so... It looks really weird of how it's, like, normally done, but, it's pretty cool. But yeah, now this level with, this level has some pretty big skips to it. Oh god. You can make it up right up to the top of this platform, and then home and ground pound this land right here. I'm gonna try to get rid of my star bits because I don't want any text boxes. And now we have another Luma. Where did that star bit come from? Well, we have another bunny, at least. Not another Luma. But yeah, that's the end of that. Very easy levels right here. Now we have Dusty Garden too. Well, we're just gonna be doing like the levels of Dusty Garden and Freeze Flame. Like the every level from here on out is gonna be like I'm gonna be collecting every single star in it, and then just going to the next world, collecting every single star in that, and so on and so on. This level is fairly movement-based, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to ground pound. Well, this is like the exact same mechanics as what was shown in Balrog 2, where it's like if something was not shown on screen, it doesn't exist on camera. And yeah, it definitely applies to these moles. What I'm gonna do is... yeah, this is actually some very calculated movement that you're gonna see from right about here. What the heck is the third one doing? If you take too long in that section right here, then these like moles can go a little bit, that they can separate way more and can be a lot more annoying. But yeah, now we have this caterpillar section, which arguably looks like a section that people can skip, but nope. They apparently just put invisible walls for that one section only. For some reason. And now we have this boss fight called Major Boros, which is probably one of the most forgettable boss fights, in my opinion. Like, seriously, I keep forgetting this guy's name.
Literally forgettable.
Literally. So what I'm going to be doing, collecting some starbits, waiting for this guy to see where he spawns, and then just ground pound and spin, like that. Same thing with the second phase. Oh, back. Small skip that I did right there is I did like 2 ground pounds instead of 1. So it's like I can just completely do the phase a little bit faster. Now we have Dusty Garden's Secret, which I'm gonna go and get off out of the way. Mainly doing this for safety purposes. You can do Dusty Garden free before Secret, but I mainly prefer to get Dusty Garden Secret like consistently first, because if you mess up one of these question mark coins in Dusty Garden free, then, well, and you don't have the backup of another level, you're basically just gonna die and lose way more time. Even though it's technically more optimal to do the second. It's just for safety reasons. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect this star right here and use it on this golden chain jar that looks seriously out of place. And now I'm gonna go and experience Dusty Garden free, which is another really fun level, in my opinion. It's basically the exact same thing for most of it, but there's like a completely different section, like immediately after. What I'm gonna avoid the star this time. And just completely skip this entire section again. Collect these star chips. Oh god, that's actually kind of bad. And the fifth one, that's going to be a bit off cycle now, but that's more than fine. But yeah, now we have a very hard skip coming up. I buggered that up. Oh my god, no I didn't. I thought I did, because that spin looked a bit too early for me, but no. Okay, that works. First try. We take those any day of the week.
You didn't seem to have any problem handling that cycle being slightly off.
Yep. Most things that you definitely see in this game are noticeable. Like, they are reactable, and as soon as they, like, do things, it's like, they can be, like, adjusted more, like, the more I play. But yeah, now we have Dusty Dawn Comet, which is Dusty Dawn 2's fight with Major Burrows again. But it's just with 1 HP. It's literally the exact same thing as the last fight, but it's just slightly harder.
I'd really like to have you do everything twice in this game, though.
They definitely did. There are many more styles that are just like this kind of concept where you do everything twice. And luckily sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Luckily in Galaxy 2, they've like improved that and made way more unique styles. Even though some styles you can still do twice.
I was gonna say, at least you get twice for Luigi. Complain about that.
Very true. I need to throw more Starbits out, because I don't want to have any Starbits as the, as I collect the star. It's important to keep in mind, like, how many Starbits I have, mainly because, if I have any Starbits as I'm collecting the star, you may see, like, these text boxes that show up saying, hey, you collected this many Starbits, you collected this many coins. And it's like, it saves like roughly a second every time I don't have that up. So it's like, trying to keep it at a good amount is a lot better. But yeah, now we have Freeze Flame 1, which... Freeze Flame 1 is... actually one of my favorite levels in the... Well, Freeze Flame is one of my favorite galaxies in the game. Its movement is sick. It's actually like, really fun. So yeah, now I got, like, we just had to chase down a penguin because he just calls you old. It's very rude. Because, yeah. I don't know why the penguin just calls you an old man, but there you are, I guess.
Show that penguin his boss and do it with style. Did you see those pirouettes?
Hmm. Yep.
Style all over that penguin.
Sure. So yeah, now I'm gonna bring Ice Flower again, because small thing we can do. Not like that. Like that. That's how you do it. And then you can just face this very cool boss fight called Baron Bird. And that's the boss fight. It's just that simple.
I was just figuring it out. Super Mario Galaxy came out in 2007, right?
Yep, sure did.
So if you think, do you think of like the Super Mario Brothers as like the debut of the Mario brother. I mean, Luigi was in that game, right? So technically, that makes Luigi like 27 when the penguin's calling him old.
Yep.
It's brutal.
It's very brutal. And like in that case, when trying to think here, yeah, wouldn't Luigi be like roughly like in the low 30s now?
How old is Luigi now? Well, it depends on like when in. Was it? Okay, hold on.
Ooh, frame birthday right here. I love that stuff. How that stuff. It's just there.
Okay, wait, I was off. He wouldn't even be 27. He'd be 22. Okay, so yeah, no. How old would Luigi be right now? 35.
Oh. That's actually hilarious. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's the end of Free Sim Tournament, which is a very fast level. Now...
Shoot, I keep getting these years wrong. Hold on. The original Mario Brothers came out in 1980. So...
yeah.
Add 2 years to all that stuff. It's 37.
I see.
It's 24.
Alright, so now we got Free Sim 2, which is another really good level. Oh yeah, you don't get bits. Oh god. But yeah, now we are gonna do one of my admittedly favorite skips of the run. Which you're probably gonna yell at me if, well, higher level runners of this game are probably gonna yell at me and say, why am I doing this? But, it's worth it. Not this. And I got it. Even though I've already lost all my time that I can save with this trick. And I'm dead. Oops. I should have probably spinned there. That was my bad. Well, I guess I can do it again. I'm surprised it didn't hit a checkpoint there. There you go. But yeah, this skip right here that I just did, it saves 0.6 over the normal beginner way. Don't ask. Oh god, I might be dead here as well. Hang on. Tough break. Very tough break. Oh my god, why didn't I hit that? I guess I'll show the other way. But yeah, the other way is simply just going like that. It's something that anyone can try at home. That was a little bit drastic. but that's fine. This level is not really that hard, but I don't know what was happening now. Yeah, now we're 40 stars in, like 20 stars away from unlocking Final Valley.
Seems like a very nice pace.
It's actually pretty good, yeah. Very surprised about how decent this run is going. Especially because I haven't actually finished a run since, like, what, 3 months ago? 4 months ago? I don't remember. Well, I guess I haven't finished a run since, like, a month. Because, oh yeah, I was doing 3 yellow stars, like, the other week. So, what I'm gonna be doing... going to collect this fire flower right here and bring it all the way back. That's the end. That section can be very brutal for, like, new runners of the game. So yeah, now there's this section right here. Yeah, that's the end of that. Making very quick work of this. This may be sub... let me check. Oh shoot. This may be like sub 150 pace. Yeah, this is sub 150 X in bedroom pace. Trying to think of like what this could be. This could be 32. I don't remember, like, how runs go, like, how pace goes of this game out off the top of my head. So it's like, it's still a huge question mark of, like, what kind of good run this is, but this is actually still pretty good. Yeah, now, Freeze Flame Secret, you do the exact same thing again with Freeze Flame 1, but you take a bit of a small detour. Which has one of my most, which has actually got one of like a really cool little series of movement within this game. Oh god. I can just do a backup right here. What I was trying to do though was I was trying to do what is known as like a double wall kick, and a double wall jump, sorry. Where you basically can just do like you can do 2 wall jumps like off like the side of those 2 walls. It's very similar to say like how like reflections work. So it's like say if you go into a mirror, well, if you go into like a wall at like a 30-degree angle, it will go back at like a 120, like well, a 120-degree angle, something like that. Yeah, that's the end of this level. Easily one of my favorite in the game. Even though it's one of the hardest ones. Now we have Honey Climb, which has another, which is actually gone from one of my favorite levels to one of my least favorite. It has a very cool skip in it, where, I'm just gonna let this game do the talking here. And this is actually one of the greatest places where you can get stoppage from. But, yeah. If you're familiar with how high or how fast B goes, it doesn't go that fast usually. But there's this skip that was found in like 2018 by Valley, where if you jump and then spin immediately with the left Joy-Con or the nunchuck, if you're on the Wii remote, you can basically just get really fast, like a really fast fly for some reason. So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna do this over here because this section can be very weird. This section can be very brutal for that reason, so I'm just not gonna do it. And yeah, now we have Dark Matter Plant, which is the end of the dome. And we're actually gonna be done with a dome for the first time. So, that's cool. To be honest, thinking about this more, this might actually be a PvP-based Switch run for me, at least. I don't know if it is or not, but it's like all dependent on how my, the end game goes, but this might actually be PvP-based for me.
So exciting, you said you hadn't played in a month.
Well, I haven't played, like, the full game in a month, basically, but I've been mainly more preparing Galaxy 2 for another marathon that was going on last week, Fastest Fizz, but I had to do, like, the extra showcase for that, because my cap card was painfully just not working. And I got a new one, like, I got a new one on Monday. So now, very cool skip. Plus sign skip coming up. And yeah, that's the end of that. Easily one of my, it's actually a very cool level as well, because of how clean this movement is. Now what I'm going to do, same thing with Bowser. Bowser adds these kind of like dark spins to him, which make the boss fight a little bit harder, but if you know what you need to do, which is honestly like what this entire game is about, just knowing what to do, then it's not really that bad. And I didn't do that right. Oops. That's actually very bad. very important to hit the tail here, by the way, because of how, like, this whole the whole mechanics of how this thing works. Find it. Okay, this is like 150. And this is like mid 150. Okay, I need like a pretty good engine for Switch PB. This is at least like very close to it. Haven't really mentioned it, but my Switch PB is a 233 for reference. It's like a very low 233. Like, I think it's like 233.10. I'm not too sure. I don't have the exact thing now. And my Wii PB is a 227.22. Didn't mean for that to fall down. But yeah, now we have engine. This is like the final dome that we need to visit before we go to just clean up. Well, this is like the final main dome that we need to visit. We do need to clean up a little bit after, but this is like the end game, technically. So now, I'm gonna do a very cool skip. Not like that. Very cool skip here. With those two Lumas. They just specifically are like placed in just the right spot. Which I find perfect. And now, all we have is engine. In Gold Leaf, Sea Slide, and Door Time. It's like the only main galaxies left within the dome.
So wait, how much time do you think is left?
So it's just over 40 minutes. Basically.
So you're pretty much, yeah, right on schedule, but possibly with the TV, yeah.
Possibly. I'm not too sure yet. I need like a... Okay. I need a good engine to PB. So yeah, now I have these blue star chips, which I'm gonna collect in a certain order. It's very important for me to collect some starbits, so... Okay. Cool. And only alone for the reason of, there's a bunny right over here. And that's the end of that level, which is pretty hard. Honestly, like, this dome is actually very, like, one of the harder domes of the run. It's, like, one of the hardest domes of the run, from what I've seen, like, in my opinion. Like, most, of this tech doesn't really look too hard in a way, but it actually is, like, fairly challenging for people to understand. So now we have totally 2. Speaking about hard levels, this is actually the hardest in the run. Well, one of the harder ones in the run. And this is easily one of the most annoying. Because of cataquacks. If you remember them from Sunshine, this is the exact same thing. Just... So now, you can actually skip some of these cataquacks. Well, skip most of them, actually. Oh god. If, like, this works. Sometimes the camera here can be very unresponsive. But yeah, that's like this is actually a very like quick level on that front. Okay. And then there's like a very big skip here, which I didn't get. What? There's like a very big skip here where you can, if you have enough speed, what you can do is you can just fly up with the bee. You don't need to take like the long way around. Alright, now we're totally free. There is a... this is actually one of my favorite levels as well, because of a pretty big skip. Ironically called Tree Skip. Wow, we are very, very creative, trust me.
Not like that other tree skip.
It's not like the other Tree Skip. What I'm gonna do... backflip off of this tree. Not spin bomb. Backflip off of this tree like that, and just climb up, and then, yeah, you can skip the entire need of, like, going around the long way. I don't know why Luigi was facing that direction. Also, another skip. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin here, try and land on this fence, and I can skip the... I can basically avoid the trigger of where this drone activates. And this is a boss fight. And that's it. Normally the drone is supposed to like shoot bubbles right where you're like... It's supposed to be like a heat-seeking missile shooting bubbles, like, right where you are about to go, so you try to, like, get sent into the spikes, but... nope. It's boring. It's like, say, when someone is just playing like, Smash, and then against their, like, little kid, and the little kid just doesn't know how to play. It's like... you're just getting caught into some kind of like fighting move when there's like no way of getting out. It's essentially just like watching a cutscene.
Such a brutal example.
It is, but it's like I don't really know another way of explaining it. Oh god. Also, this level I'm gonna be quiet because I need to. Oh, this is like oddly satisfying. If I get this right. Listen to the music. it basically was the Mario Bros. 3 theme. Actually, no, it wasn't the Mario Bros. 3 theme, it's just from Mario Bros. Yeah, it was the Mario Bros. Underwater theme. I don't know why I said Mario Bros. 3. I'm just... It's like nearly midday. You can't really help me. Anyways, now we have Gold Leaf Comet, where we do the same skip again, tree skip. It's very ironic how this is like, you do the same skip twice again. But this is actually a little bit different. Mainly because of camera. So it's very important if I can do this first try. And I did! Hey, cool. That triple jump is actually a lot harder than it looks. But, like, if I mess it up, the backup for it is not fun. Not fun at all. So it's like, it's just better to get it out of the way as soon as possible. Oops, wrong level. So yeah, now we're going into Sea Slide. Just gonna get Sea Slide 1 out of the way, which is a pretty boring auto-scroller. Where you basically have to follow this orca, or whale, or I don't know, shark. I think it's supposed to be like a, I think it's supposed to be a whale. You just have to follow this whale into 8 rings. What I was trying to do there is a trick known as surface swimming, where it's like you can basically, if you like match, well, if you but it's like sometimes the game doesn't recognize that you're like swimming. It's pretty weird. Sometimes it just like thinks you're just swimming on the surface and you just get like a lot more speed for some unknown reason.
This orca's like so cute from the back, but the front is like truly terrifying.
Sure is. Yeah, what my main plan is, I'm trying to keep it a little bit slow, because I don't want to be right up this orca's tail, as it's, like, because if you do that, you just lose the shell. And yeah, now we have Sea Slide Common, Sea Slide 2, which... if you saw me with surface swimming, and I kind of... this is like the only like thing that I get when I have a camera on. Like, this is like the only positive of me having a camera, being you can actually see how much this actually hurts a little bit. Like, this skip actually does kind of give your arm a massive workout, because in order to well, do this, you need to like shake
up, everyone? We are just having a few tech issues with the stream. Don't worry, we'll have it back as soon as we can. If you are just joining us, welcome to Mid-Fall Speedball. We are raising money in support of the White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf. To donate, go to speedrun.com/MWSF2020/donate or type !donate in chat. You can also apply your donation to various bid wars and incentives. To learn more about the White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf, go to whitebearfoodshelf.org. While you're getting your donation in for the White Bear Food Shelf, do keep in mind that we have some goals and bid wars open, including choosing the language for the run directly after this one. The choices are English or Japanese. The run after this one is Mega Man X7, so if you would like to see that run in English, you need to get those donations in. Japanese is currently in lead at $16, and English is trailing at $5. We also have some interesting goals open for the run of Mechazoo to play the Dillo Inferno bonus stage and to vibe with the universe. This is the most amazing goal I've ever seen in my life. Please. I think we all could stand to vibe with the universe a little bit more. I'm sure the Dillo Inferno bonus stage is also very exciting. We have ways to go on both of these goals. Pardon me, to reach that vibe with the universe goal. We're sitting at $31 out of 90 that we need, so that is $59 to go. And we have absolutely no donations towards that other goal, towards playing the Dillo Inferno bonus stage. We're looking for $75 for that. And that run is coming up in about 5.5 hours. 5.5 hours. A little bit of time to get those donations in, but earlier is better. And do remember, it is going to a good cause to help those in need get something to eat. Throughout Mid-Fall Speedball 2020, a single $5 or larger donation will enter you to win one of 25 Steam keys for the retro arcade puzzle game Delta Light, developed by Flatbox Studios. Combine your speed and insight to outmaneuver and puzzle your way around the enemies to complete the many levels. Please ensure you're logged into your speedrun.com account when you donate so we can contact you if you win. I am getting some word that they have figured out the tech issues, that the stream is coming right back. So we are ready to finish Super Mario Galaxy.
Hello?
Yes. I'm here.
Alright. We backed all...
Yes, I can see that the stream is back up on Twitch.
Alright, cool. So... This is gonna be awkward, but alright. This is probably, like, the worst time that could have happened, but, alright. Should we let me know when we can restart?
Yeah, you want me to give you a little countdown?
Alright.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Alright, so, ironically, that was in the middle of... That pause was, like, right in the middle of me just shaking my controller like a madman. So that made things a little bit awkward, but at least we got it working.
I mean, you seem to pick that up like a champ. You went straight over there and got that star.
Yep. Alright, so after Sea Slide 2, Sea Slide Comet even, now we have Sea Slide 2, which arguably has... It for some reason is a lot more clunky during 3D All-Stars. Like, this is the only notable change between the original Galaxy and the 3D All-Stars version of the game. And it's mainly, just this one section right here. There's like a, for some reason, like the water level is a bit lower in this version. So, there may be a chance I can get stuck on a gate, because, weirdly, enough, that's how this game is. Nope, yep, I got stuck on a gate. That kind of happens sometimes, and it's just really annoying. Ooh, 56. A 5641. Nice. Yeah, you can
Never prepared for that Orcus face.
You can probably tell how much that actually did hurt my hand. It did a bit, but it's like, it's fine. You kind of have to suffer through it if, you do want to go for this strip. But, so it's like, you know.
True athlete.
It's just like true how you it's just like traditional athletes, like how they do it. So it's like alright, so now we have Toy Time 1. Toy Time is like the last actual galaxy, well, second to last actual galaxy that we will be visiting. The last one in this dome. Nice, that was actually kind of fun. So now just gotta work across this, collect some star bits. This is actually another really good spot for star bits, but I'm gonna have to be careful about it from here on out. It's important to be over 600, roughly by about this point. And there's like 90 star bits here, and 70 star bits in Toy Time 2. Which, if I did get them, I'll be over like, well, 750, roughly? Because last time I checked, I was at 570, I was like at 570, nearabouts. Yeah, that'll be like 540, 550. But, okay, now we have a trick called Armpit Skip. which, newsflash, you climb up an armpit of this robot.
Amazing.
It's very creative, I know.
I mean, it tells you what you need to know.
Yep.
That you're gonna be in a robot's armpit.
Yep, you just ground pound that, and that's the end of this level. Okay, now I have enough bits. I can just lay down on, well, lay it low on star bits from now on. I still should probably, like, look into rerouting star bits for the time being, because, like, I definitely noticed I am getting way more than what I should. Mainly because of how the 3D All-Stars, like, star bit mechanics work. Anyways, Full-Time Secret is another bad level. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be collecting star bits again, so I can specifically feed this hungry Luma. Yeah, other than that, this level is pretty hard. It's very cycle dependent as well. See these torch boxes around, they have very, very horrible hitboxes. Sometimes they can just kill you for, even if you're on, like, the wrong side. And there's a very small chance you can soft lock in this, which I've never gotten, but, you know. I'll never get this one.
Oof, there we go. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to bring the caster curse.
Well, we have to do the level again. As you do. As again. Like,
Right. Second time's the charm.
yep. I've only seen, like, the soft lock happen in one person, though, so it's like, it's very unlikely. Alright. But yeah, this is just a fast foes format. It's very self-explanatory. It's just same level, but faster. There is a cycle that I can go here called Gamer Cycle, but I don't really do that because I'm not fast enough for it. So, sadly, can't reach there. I thought I was gonna die from that top box there. Yeah. Fighting the camera a little bit is always fun. Yeah, luckily we're not seeing the soft lock in our run yet.
That all important yet. Not today, Softlock.
Not today.
Not today.
Now for the final level of this dome, being Toy Time 2. And I guess we're like very close to the end of this run now. Toy Time 2 actually has like a very oh yeah, I should see the cutscene. That would help.
It does help with the PvP.
It does help, yeah. Toy Time 2 is just fairly self-explanatory. There's like 5-star chips around this planet that I need to collect. You can do a very big skip here. Like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect this. Collect this one. I was going to bounce on that Mecha Koopa, but sadly, video game was just... Nah, it was just in a bad position for me. And now, we're just gonna meet Mario. Like, in a literal sense. And yeah, that's the end of this star, and that's the end of Engine. Now what I can do is I can go head right back over to Kitchen. There are 4 stars left. 3 of them are in Kitchen. 1 of them is in Terrace. And yeah, that's the end of the run. Like, well, that's the end of that section before we go to the final Bowser.
Chat, Mario. I call him Red Luigi.
Yep. Now we have Boy Base, or Buoy Base, however one pronounces it. There are some really quick things that you can do here in order to speed this section up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this torpedo over to this ball and chain right here. And if video game permits, I will climb up to the top of this platform.
That poor block looks so unhappy.
Sure does. Also, this section right here, I can just skip that with a pretty precise trick right here. This is the only trick that is not possible with Mario. Like, it's flat out impossible to do. Yeah, now we're just opening a Pokeball. Pokeball-shaped planet.
What is it about Luigi that makes the trick possible?
You can get higher, well, Luigi goes higher with, well, Luigi goes high enough to make it. With Mario, you have to take the, take like 5 extra, blue, no, you have to get like blue star chips and get help to make that if you're not using 2-player. So it's like sorry. It's basic.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Alright. It's basically just, it's a lot faster. It's like the only thing that Mario's height doesn't make. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now, is go into this pipe, get this get this bullet bill, sorry, and then just burn him over. I mean, or try to, at least. Sometimes this game doesn't allow me to do things. Hello? These two might collide. Oh my god, this is not working out for me.
Bullet bills were on break. You're waiting for
Sure. No, come on.
There you go.
There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, 2, 4, 5. This can be like, I'm trying to think of what pace this is. 224, 225, 30, 226, 233. I think this is still barely PB pace. Which is still funny.
Despite the non-cooperation of bullet bills.
I'm very surprised because of how many mistakes that have been going on. This is still a good one. Even though my normal TV would probably be in Final Bowser by now. So yeah, this is Drip Drop, very similar in idea to Boy Base, right here. No, it's not not Boy Base, it's like, same idea with like the camera. If something's not on camera, this doesn't exist. And I'm gonna be using that a lot, just to manipulate these heels. Huge, they're like a very, very huge run yellow. That is, oh my god, that snipe. Yeah, this is like, well, if I can get a good end game, yeah, this is PBable. Barely, but it sure is. Which is very ironic. Yeah, now we have Honey Hive, Honey Hive Letter, which you just talk a turd for, and then just get Luigi. What am I doing? Luigi's just stuck hanging on the tree for some reason. And yeah, other than that, oh my god. Yeah, this can at least 232 on my end, barely. Now we have the final level of the game, and I'm gonna be right back before that, because there's like a minute cutscene. I can go quickly to the toilet. If you want to say anything, please do.
I do. I would love to remind everybody that we are here raising funds for the White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf. The White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf has served as a critical resource for families experiencing food insecurity since 1977, providing food and support to over 1,200 families each month. They work toward eliminating barriers that limit access to healthy food for families living on a low or fixed income. Their vision is to end food insecurity in the White Bear Area, though their programs are open to anybody in need of food, regardless of geographic boundaries. The White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf relies on generous donors like you to advance their mission of providing food and support to their neighbors in need. For every $1 donated, they can purchase $8 in healthy groceries for families struggling to make ends meet. So every little bit helps. Thank you for your donation.
Alright, I'm back. And yeah, this is basically the final level. There is a load of really cool things that can be put in with it. If I can hit the button to hit the start to go into the level. It's actually kind of a really... It's like a lot of things I can explain, mainly there's an early light cycle which I've already messed up on. Which you can get by... Well, I could basically have made it if I was a little bit faster, but if I was like close to perfect with my movement. Now I have one, now I have like 2 coins, which, 2 HP, which is gonna make things a little bit tougher for like the 4th section, because the 4th section is gonna like knock me down to like 1 HP at least, because I'm gonna have to take like a bit of damage boosting. Either 1 or 2 damage boosts. Yeah, it's 1. I can't really take 2. Also, this section is always pretty scary. And... God. That's not good. And yeah, that's the end of this level. Now we can actually go to final battle. It's very important to just play like a certain speed there, because you can bonk a lot on those stairs. It's kind of stupid. Also, yeah, this boss fight is actually, like, 3 phases. It's like a full-on boss fight now. The first phase is unflip Bowser with a rock. It's got, like, some pretty interesting things that can be done. Second phase, you have these balloons. You're supposed to knock Bowser around with the balloons. Balloons have like extra weights in them that go right into Bowser. And now we're on to the third phase, which is the same as the first 2 fights, ironically enough. Alright, so, now for the last phase, you might want to get ready in time. God, what am I doing? This is not what I'm supposed to do. I'll just wait for this to go. Oh no, that's really bad. Well, so much for being underestimate.
I mean, you may still be underestimated.
No. It's gonna be even with estimate now. That's actually really bad. Oh my god. I don't know why. I thought I was doing the first phase again, but I was at the second one. That was my bad. That was just a bad play on my part. So yeah, take 2. Yeah, this is gonna be like 235 now, 235, 236. Me to hit it. Yeah, this is not not underestimate anymore. That's fine. Sadly, Bowser did kind of throw me a bit. But... that was what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to hit the tail of Bowser and then, can I get hit, please? Thank you. Alright, get ready in time. I'm gonna be 40 seconds over estimate on my splits. it's gonna be a 253. No, it's 235.40 on my splits, but I don't know how accurate it is on yours. On like the marathon timer. But yeah, that's the end of the run. GG. Even though that final Bowser was a joke, this run was actually still pretty good. Time. And yeah, that is it. Thanks everyone for watching that. That was pretty cool.
Very nice. I mean, I think it's actually really, really impressive when you have an estimate and you're only off of the estimate by, like, it's like less than a minute.
Yep. If it was for Bowser, that would have been like 2 minutes under, but I mean, can't complain.
Also, I mean, you did punch Bowser into the sun.
Yeah, that's still pretty cool. Like how that actually did happen. But yeah, thanks to everyone for having me. If anyone, just to like briefly mention, if anyone wants to like pick up this game, and this game is honestly not as bad as what people think it is. Most of the skips you see me do here, I did some alterations that were like a lot easier, and it's not really anything like. Some of these are actually kind of like skips aren't really that damn bad. But yeah, thanks for having me, and I will bring it off to Sporadic. And good luck for all the runners. Good luck to everyone who's in charge of this, and yeah, thanks for having me on this great event.
Thanks for an amazing run. It was really, really fun to watch.